sorts of things.
Hi and welcome to Hot Stuff. While the vibrant colours and smooth motion of flat screen or liquid crystal display screens have been available for a long time on a range of consumer devices, the cost of flat screen monitors has long kept them beyond the reach of most consumers. In recent times they've become much more affordable, and 15-inch LCD screens are rapidly taking the place of traditional CRT or cathode ray tube screens on our desktop computers. Alex Royt, editor of Australian NetGuide magazine, checks out some of the latest and greatest.
Well, LCD screen technology is the hottest trend in computers at the moment. They're small and they're thin and they're light, but there's been some advancements or advances in LCD screen technology of late. One is that the viewing angle that you can actually see the image on the screen has increased, so you can have more than one person sitting down and watching the image without it sort of washing out, as has happened with earlier LCD screens. Also, the prices come down, so we now have screens that are under $1,000. They have 1/3 the power consumption and emit virtually no radiation. Of course, CRT screens, or regular cathode ray tube, or regular screens, basically, as it were, they also have low power, the standards and low radiation emissions. But these ones have even less still, because they don't have this electron gun beaming sort of electrons at you. LCD screens have an accurate size, so when they measure diagonally across and they say it's a 15-inch screen, it actually is a 15-inch screen. Whereas with regular monitors, when they say 15-inch, when you actually measure it diagonally, you probably only get about 14 inches. Okay, well, this is the Philips. It's the 150B3Y, and it's got this two-tone sort of silvery type colour, very fancy looking. It's got a base on the bottom, so you can just swivel it around. And it retails for $1,099, although, as I said, you'll probably find it cheaper. It's got all the usual features, takes VGA, plug, quite standard. There's a lot of things like contrast ratio, and the higher the first number, the better. This one is 350:1. This is the LG Flatron. It retails for $999. It received 4 stars. The picture quality wasn't quite as good, although it's very close. But on one of the tests, we have this color test where you can see this whole range of colors. We'll see it on one of the screens at the end. And just in the last two sides where the colors were most dark, it was a little bit hard to discern. And that was probably the key factor. Most of the screens, the 5-star screens, you could see all the colors quite clearly. And on the 4-star screens, it was just a little bit dark. This is the Sony, retails for $999. It's actually a little bit wider here, and it gives the impression of it sort of being like a wide screen, but actually the panel itself is exactly the same size. This was also a 5-star screen, where the picture quality was just excellent, and also very, very happy to recommend this as quite a good screen. Okay, this is the BenQ. This one also can go sideways, which is an interesting thing. Only the Philips and the Compaq and the BenQ could do this. This was also the only screen that came with built-in speakers. You actually can buy other models with speakers as well, but at the price point it came with that. This is the beige-coloured monitor. There was also a silver-coloured monitor for $50 more, so I think it's $999 for the silver one and $949 for the beige one. This is the Samsung. It's $1,199. It's got the highest specifications of any of the screens here, so the highest brightness and response times and those sorts of things. So they've really made an effort to put the highest specs but keep it at a similar price to the other ones. It's also the only screen that actually moves up and down. With the other screens, you've got to put a phone book or something underneath, but here you could just move that, and it's very reminiscent of the Apple iMac to be able to do that. And this was a fantastic screen, and you can see the color test here. I'm not sure how clear it is on your computer screens there, but all the colors are quite easily visible, and that was probably the defining factor in the screens. And it's a measure of how bright it is to be able to show those. So this was our best of tests, the Samsung. The model is the SyncMaster 152T. They've come down in price more than ever before. Now, they used to cost $1,500 or $2,000 or a lot more. But one of the models that we're actually going to be reviewing in NetGuide magazine sells for $699, and the most expensive one is about $1199. And of course, most of those prices are recommended retail prices. In stores, you're likely to find prices are down by $100 to $200, which is excellent. So you're looking at a sub $1,000 price for the screens.
Join us again next week for another Hot Stuff. See you then.
Audio, video, all sorts of things. Audio, video, all sorts of things.